Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we shall discuss the formation of different types of images by a concave mirror. The type of image formed by a concave mirror, it depends on the position of the object which is placed in front of the mirror. So there can be different position for an object which are to be placed in front of a concave mirror, and you are going to get different types of images. So let us look where all we can place the object. Please look at the figure 32. In this figure we have a concave mirror, and concave mirror has a pole, it has a focus, it has a center of curvature, right? So whenever you are drawing a concave mirror, you should indicate pole by P, focus by F, center of curvature by capital C. Here what are the different places that object can be placed is, first one, it can be placed between pole and focus, that is P and F. It can be placed at focus, that is F. It can be placed between focus and center of curvature, that is between F and C. It can also be placed between at C, that is center of curvature, and it can be placed beyond center of curvature, and it can also be placed at a very far off distance called infinity. Okay, now let us look at all these cases one by one. Case 1, what will happen if you place the object between P and F? Here the height of an object is indicated by an arrow mark. The head of the object is indicated through a a point here, the arrow here, right? So image formed by a concave mirror when the object is placed between pole and the focus of the mirror, that is between P and F. So in the previous video we learnt about the rules for the image formation by concave mirror. So here we need two rays of light to actually make an image. Okay, so one ray of light, I will take it and I will incident it parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, here you can see that is AD. After reflection it is going to pass through principal focus. Yes, and the second ray of light which is passing through the center of curvature is reflected along the same path without any deviation. Okay, so here you can see that both these rays of light are not meeting each other. When you extend them, they are not meeting each other, so therefore there is a need for them to be extended backwards. Okay, so if you extend the rays of light backwards, they are going to meet at a point, and that point is the place where the image is formed. So if you call the object as AB, the image can be represented by A dash B dash. In this figure number 33, you can see that the size of the image is bigger than that of the object. Okay, so object is smaller size whereas the image is bigger size. And also, because the rays of light are not actually meeting but they are appearing to meet, you are extending them backwards and then making them meet, the image formed is not a real image but it will be a virtual image, and the size of the image is bigger than that of the object. And also you can see that this image is erect in nature, it is not inverted, it is just like the object. Okay, so these are the properties related with the image formation by a concave mirror when the object is placed between P and F. So we have three conclusions here. What is the position of the image? The image is formed behind the mirror. You can see that image is formed behind the mirror, and you can also see that it is a virtual image and it is erect and it is larger than the object. Okay, now let us look at the second case. Before second case, let us practically see these things, right? So you can see in the figure 34A, a concave mirror can be used to magnify objects. So here a matchstick kept just inside in front of a concave mirror, you can see the magnified image of that. And also it is sometimes used as a makeup mirror because it is going to magnify the part of the face. And dentists also use this concave mirror because there are parts of our mouth where the normal mirror is not going to reflect the portion of the teeth. But if you use concave mirror, it is going to give you a highly magnified image of the teeth, so it will be easy for the dentist to treat your teeth. Okay, so it can also be used as a shaving mirror uh, because it is going to zoom out the facial parts and it will be easy to shave. Okay, so next let's go to the case number 2, that is when the object is placed at the focus of a concave mirror. When you place the object at the focus, what happens? So for this I need to draw this figure number 35. In this concave mirror, every concave mirror has, please represent it by pole by F, focus by pole by P, focus by F, and center of curvature by C. Now I need to form the image. Object is formed, object is placed at F. So you just take an object, I will name the object as AB, and you need at least 2 rays to form the image. Here in this case, I am taking one ray which is parallel to the principal axis. The ray is AD, and after reflection it is passing through principal focus as per our rules. And one more ray is there, that is AE, which is incident at the mirror and it is directed towards center of curvature. So after reflection it is going to pass through the center of curvature only. So these both the rays, you can see that EY and DX both are parallel to each other. They are not meeting, they are never meeting each other. It means that they are meeting at infinity, they are going to meet at infinity. So therefore the image formed will be highly enlarged image and it will be a real and a inverted image. Okay, so here you can see that when an object is placed at the focus of a concave mirror, the image is formed at infinity and it is really inverted and it is a highly enlarged image. Okay, so that is about the image formation by the mirror when the object is placed at F. You can see here when the light bulb is placed at the focus of a concave mirror reflector, the diverging light rays of the bulb are collected by the concave reflector and then reflected to produce a strong parallel side beam of light. So therefore the concave mirror is used in the vehicles like car headlights or bike headlights, and also it is used in torches, this property, right? Because these concave mirrors have this unique ability to focus a parallel beam of light at one point, right? So there is a light coming from a source and these concave mirrors can make them into a parallel beam of light. Okay, so therefore concave mirror is used, right? So I hope you guys understood. The rest of the things we will discuss in the next class. Thank you guys.